Wow, Shakur Stevenson is definitely getting his mass strength now for the people saying that he's still a kid. He knocked out Simon today in the first round. Easy work. And his talent is just beyond his years. His timing, his skills, his calmness in the ring. You feel like he's been boxing in the pros for the past 5 years. If you compare him to like a Ryan Garcia, a fighter who almost have like 20 fights, and Shakur Stevenson is in here with 8 fights, literally making no mistakes, dominating all his opponents with no effort. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia out here making all types of mistakes when he stepped up. And his last fight, when he stepped up, just like Shakur Stevenson, y'all saw what happened. He was going life and death with his opponent. So Shakur Stevenson, y'all got to give him his credit. He's a tremendous talent, a pound for pound talent in the future. I promise you that. He will crack the top 3 easy. And the way he knocked out his opponent today just shows you that. I mean, y'all gonna say, oh, well, his opponent ain't all that. But his opponent never been stopped. And he been on a world level. And nobody did dogged him the way Stevenson did. So y'all got to give Stevenson his props. He called out Lee. He's saying he wants that fight next. So shout out to Stevenson. The 126-pound division is in trouble. Gary Russell is most likely going to be the top dog at 126. If he gets the fight with Santa Cruz, we know he's the number 126-pounder at this point. Nobody could beat him. He calling out all the top 126-pounders, and they don't want the smoke from Morris to Santa Cruz. But we already know they not made from the same cloth. We know Santa Cruz duck rigging Diaz. Morris did the same shit, so of course they don't want the smoke. But Shakur Stevenson's coming. And he's a problem for Gary Russell, for everybody. I'm telling you, this kid is a beast. The way he set up the knockout was just beautiful. He threw basically a left hook, right hook, but he put power behind his right hook. The left hook was just to throw Simpson off, and then he got him to react and throw a punch because the left hook was so wide. Then he came with a short, powerful hook, and basically y'all saw the results. He ended up getting dropped and he just couldn't recover, and Shakur Stevenson finished him like a finisher. I mean, it's one thing to hurt your opponent, but it's another to actually go and finish your opponent. And that's what Shakur Stevenson did. So shout out to Stevenson. He a young bull. And like I always say, if you're trying to get smarter by the minute, subscribe below. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these casual ass fans. And if you're a trill one, click on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. And like I told y'all, I hate to tell y'all I told you so, but I told you so. Ever since I seen Shakur Stevenson spar Devin Haney on Dante's Boxing Nation, and it was actually Dante's Boxing Nation who put Shakur on the match, because after that sparring match, he got pretty popular, got a deal when he went to the Olympics, and people start fucking with him. So at the end of the day, you know, shout out to Dante for that. He's a great man for the sport. But ever since I seen that sparring, I just saw greatness. And Shakur Stevenson keep proving it over and over again. In the Olympics, he did well. Like I said, I honestly thought he won his gold medal. It was just a close fight, and it went the wrong way. But in my opinion, Shakur Stevenson won the fight because he made his opponent miss left to right. Like literally at one point, he made his opponent miss 12 punches and came back and countered him with like a 2-piece. So at that scene right there, at that moment, who will you give that exchange to? Of course, Shakur Stevenson. But like I said, in the Olympics, they kind of score for who throws more punches, which is silly. You got to land. I don't care about how much you throw. I care about what you land. But like I always say, subscribe below and peace.